Hi, welcome back. It's really amazing to have a conversation with you guys again. And welcome back to my channel. I am getting a lot of interest and conversations, messages. So, loving the attention and loving the feedback about the quality of content as well. So, thank you. I hope to do better and let's see how it goes. So, uh, I don't think I can get enough of Jupiter in ARDRA, and this is just going to be a continuation of that. We're going to get more and more into it. So, let's explore, let's see how that goes even more. And if you're too much on the Instagram content, you're looking at quick content where within a minute or two I cannot give you everything, you might be disappointed because that might not happen here. I'm just going to talk, and the goal is to explore this, unravel it, go as detailed as possible, go as deep as possible. And hopefully you guys have learned something about it, and I'm just sharing, and we can do that together. That's the goal of it. It's not about having a timed video and then we just chop it, we cut it and go with it. So stay on for a more detailed video, and let's see how that goes. So I want to start off with Uttarada Nakshatram, Uttarashada Nakshatra, or Uttaradam Nakshatram. And there is a deep connect between Uttarashada and Rudra. So if you go more with the stories or the Puranas or what's been said about it, they say that Vishwadevas were the ones who actually created Rudra. So there could be numerous things that you could derive from it or think about it and then see what happens from there. It could be a lot of genetic experiments that were done, and they were at a very advanced level where they could bring in multiple facets of certain strengths, certain powers, and they could create a being into existence. That could be how Vishwadevas could be. And if you look at it, they are universal gods. They're just not one, but they're essentially universal gods. And if you look at the animal, it's essentially a mongoose. And it's a male mongoose, and typically from a nakshatra system, it doesn't have a pairing on the other side. It just exists over there. And the Sanskrit name for a mongoose is Nakul. And interestingly, Rudra is also called Nakula. And that's interesting that you have that relationship with Rudra and the mongoose as well. So that's something that I wanted to bring it out, that there is a connection with Vishwadevas, who are essentially universal gods, creator gods, and they kind of brought in Rudra into existence. So there's a lot of stories on it. Some say Rudra comes from the Brahma's forehead, and there's a lot of debate which is out there. So without getting into it, I want to bring in that flavor or feeling that this is essentially the Uttarada Nakshatram, which is the creator gods, which is where Rudra kind of comes from. And some of the characteristics of Uttarada Nakshatram is Abhijitam and Aparajitam. So Abhijitam is victory, like unchallengeable, unassailable victory. And Aparajitam is you cannot be defeated. So a being who's so powerful that victory is guaranteed, and a being that's so powerful that it's unassailable. So that's That's again another interesting caveat to have. So let's keep that in perspective when we get to this. What are we talking about? So we're going to talk about Jupiter in Tiruvadirai. We're going to get deeper into it, and that's one of the reasons that we are bringing this Uttarada Nakshatram flavor, and how Uttarada Nakshatram also contributes to the Rudra energy, and how is this all connected. Because if you look at it, Jupiter owns Sagittarius and Pisces. And in Sagittarius, you have three nakshatras. They are essentially like the wheels churning the zodiac. And those three nakshatras are Mula, Uttarashada, and Purvashada. So if the right order is Mula, Purvashada, and Uttarashada. So keeping those things in mind, and Uttarashada also has a spillover in Capricorn, and you also have Abhijit Nakshatram, which is at the fag end of Uttarada Nakshatram in the Capricorn region. But if you look at the Yogatara of Uttarada Nakshatram, it's around 21 degrees in the Sagittarius Nakshatra. So it's kind of interesting. Everything is connected. It kind of goes back and forth, and you see that there is a connection and a correlation between that. So let's keep the Uttarada Nakshatra energy, and let's kind of switch gears to stem cells. So what am I talking about? Why am I talking about stem cells, and what has that got to do with astrology? So essentially, stem cells are there when a baby is just born, and from the umbilical cord, which is rich with stem cell placenta and all of that. And that is essentially the building blocks. So if you can preserve those stem cells, you can create anything for that person. It could be a heart, it could be organs, and there are a lot of experiments that are going on, some more of rumors, some which is documented, some which is not documented. So you have quite a bit of written articles, YouTube videos on it, but no confirmation on it. But there is a universal acceptance that if you have stem cells, then you could essentially rebuild your organs. An organ like a heart, which you think you just cannot get it, can be done with a proper stem cells. So that's something which is so brilliant to have, that only at the time of birth is it available. Once the time passes, it's not available. The stem cell thing drops drastically, and it's not instantly available for you to have, like at the time of when you were a baby or at the time of your birth. So I would like to go with the idea that your birth is super important, and that's essentially why an accurate time of birth, or you looking at your horoscope from your birth time, is so important. Transits, gocharam, and all of that are not really that important if you focus on you, because the whole idea of astrology is about self-awareness. So if you're able to master yourself, then that's more important rather than doing a day-to-day stuff of what's going on. That's not going to give you results. The way you could actually get through results is through self-awareness, is by understanding yourself more, and by constantly being in this reflection. Who am I? What am I? And how can I get better? And if astrology is used as a tool of self-reflection, then you're in the game. And that's pretty much what the AI is also doing right now, which is if you look at some of the information that's coming from Google and others, which is they say that they can predict what's going to happen to you based on AI sampling. So AI can just take a sample of maybe your blood, your saliva, or any of that, and it could just predict what kind of diseases you could have, what is your remedial actions that you need to take, and what's the lifestyle that you're going to have. And that's pretty much what we've already mastered with Vedic astrology. So if you look at it just from your time of birth, we're able to tell you a lot of things, which was mumbo jumbo at some point in time, but now with AI and predictability and all of it, we were way ahead of the game than what it is. So I want you to keep that in mind as well, that we're going to keep your birth time as something which is very important. We're going to understand ourselves more with our birth horoscope and then go from there. Instead of focusing on transits, instead of focusing on gocharam, and instead of focusing on, oh, he's your first house Jupiter is in the 8th house, and that's why all of this is happening and all of it. So instead of putting a blame towards somebody else, it's about self-reflection in terms of how can I get better? How can I be the master of myself? So if that's something that really strikes a chord with you, and that's something that you really like, then I think you're going to understand and appreciate the video and my channel more and more. If it's more of the predictive stuff that you're looking at, saying, just tell me what my prediction is, I don't care about any of it, then you might not really enjoy this more, because it's all about self-awareness and how I could take responsibility and how I could change my life with the tools that I have. So with that huge context that I've said, let's dive deeper and have a more beautiful conversation on Jupiter in ARDRA. And a plug to my channel is I'm doing this because I love doing this, and I'm essentially I exponentialize businesses, and I'm essentially a business guy, and I'm a venture partner. I essentially help businesses grow and get better. So if you have a business and you want to use Vedic astrology to get better with your business, reach out to me. I would leave the WhatsApp number for you to reach out, and we could have a conversation, and an Instagram. I'm extremely active on Instagram, so you could go ahead and reach me on Instagram as well. So this would be a great place for you to kind of mix Vedic astrology and business, and how we could exponentialize it. And yeah, so let's, with the intro video kind of done, let's jump in to what Jupiter in ARDRA is all about. And just remember the huge context that I gave you so far. All right, take care. I'll see you soon in the next video.